once again to Wow Wednesday that we are hosting by our Life by Secret family. And my name is Ziggy Owei. I'm coming to you once again from Cape Town. And I'm super, super excited about tonight's topic, as well as our guest that will be on the call as well. But in order to kickstart off this topic, I just want to share something amazing with all of you, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So here you can see this quotation in front of your screen, because our topic for tonight says, lifestyle investments. So that's what we're going to talk about. But I want us to pay attention to what's happening in our environment and globally. And it says, in times of change, the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned will find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. This was quoted by Eric Hoffer in one of his books way back in 1970, and I still find that so relevant in today's world. So, I mean, if by that time he already saw how people were stuck in what they knew and what they thought they knew without being in that state of learning, constant state of learning, you can imagine that's exactly what we're experiencing today. And the second one I'd like to share with you, which is absolutely amazing, it says, the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is by Alvin Toffler. Very, very powerful quotes by these two guys that literally describe exactly what we are facing today. We are in the 21st century, but people are still holding on so fast to, things that are obviously getting obsolete right before their eyes. So paying attention to your environment, to what is happening around you is very, very important. So I'm going to stop to share that. And also, we know that, in the last 2 years, the changes have just been incredible. And for you to benefit of the discussion today, I have just one request, in fact, two requests from you. The first one is to be open-minded, and the second one is to stay with us till the end, because trust me, you're going to be very, very glad that you did. So the world is changing rapidly. Lots of sectors, become obsolete. So we're going to have someone absolutely amazing. I'm going to introduce our speaker, and I'm going to start off by asking him a couple of questions, and then he will take over from there. So the incredible gentleman that you saw on that poster with me, his name is Dirk Brouwer, and his background started off in accounting and auditing, and that he did for 20 solid years, and then transitioned into becoming an IT professional and an expert in investment systems. So that's where he got that, in-depth knowledge of how these things work. And in fact, another 20 years clocked on that. So you're looking at someone who has been in corporate for 40 solid years. And on top of that, he's an incredible husband and also a father. Very, very particular about being a family man. And in fact, he is about to retire from the corporate world, probably in just a year. So, who better to tell us about lifestyle investment? So I did my pick very carefully. So I'm so, so glad to have you, Dirk, on the call. Please welcome Dirk. And how was your day today?
Good evening, Ziggy. And yes, thank you for having me on your call. I feel privileged. I love associating with successful people. They say the people you associate with, they determine where you're going. And I realized that in my corporate life as well, because when I was younger and I was in a lower level corporate job, I associated with those people and I earned what they earned. I talked what they talked, and that was life. So yeah, I'm very privileged to be on the call with you. You are one of my remote mentors, and it's all part of what you spoke about, how the world is changing. A lot of mentorship has been done only in person, face to face, belly to belly. And now technology like this is allowing us to learn from so many more people. So incredibly happy and privileged to be here.
Wow, thank you so much. So glad to have you. I'm so glad you made time for us, and we really appreciate you being here. Now, the other thing is, I know that we just had an incredible Valentine's Day on Monday, I know you're a family man. You literally don't joke with your family. So I hope you had a love-filled day on Valentine's Day.
Yes, it was lovely. And, for me, lifestyle can't be without your loving partner and children. So for me, that is what lifestyle is really about, is to prioritize right. Sometimes we prioritize things that, may not be the one that is most appreciated by your closest people. And that's why yesterday, Sunday, actually, we prioritized to be together, me and my wife. We explored the place that I haven't seen for like 20 years. I went to a Milky Lane, which we haven't visited for 30 years, where you can eat ice creams like young children. And we love that. And it's just all about lifestyle for me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing that with us. So like I was saying in my intro, the world is rapidly changing. So many sectors becoming obsolete overnight. I mean, with the corona, we see that everyone had to go online. Office spaces became, empty. Now that corona is over, companies are realizing that they don't want to keep paying these high rental spaces. So you are looking at, this is real estate we're talking about here now, looking and wondering what are we going to do with all these spaces and stuff like that. So there's just so much changes going on, and it's so important for us to pay attention and, keep moving ourselves, as all these things are moving. So just as an intro, what exactly would do we mean by lifestyle investment? What does that mean?
Yes, I think it's a very topical question, and a lot of people are not paying attention. So although there was changes in the lockdowns and all of that, I still see people prioritizing money, for example, for lifestyle expenses and not lifestyle investments. A lifestyle expense is something like a fancy car and a house and, clothes and jewelry and all sorts of things. And those things are not investments. Those are projected lifestyles. And unfortunately, a lot of people are trying to impress people they don't know by buying things they can't afford with money they don't have. And that is not lifestyle investments. That's lifestyle expenses. What is important to me is to create lifestyle investments that can actually then create more income, which can then fund some of these expenses. And that is why lifestyle investments for me is something that will enhance your life. Now, lifestyle investments is not just money. It is not just, money in a bank account. Lifestyle investment is to invest in your health. It's to invest in your marriage. It's to invest in the right relationships, etc. So lifestyle investment for me certainly is not just about money, but money is part of it.
Fantastic. So that's amazing. I mean, I love that. I like this angle of lifestyle expenses. I never thought of it that way. What a great way to bring it out to our faces, that literally this is what we're doing, instead of actually making those lifestyle investments in that will enable us, afford our expenses, and also in these four areas that you've talked about as well. So I would like to quickly delve a little bit into the what a lot of people call the 21st century model of business, which is network marketing. And I know that particular industry popped out during this corona period. We noticed that a lot of people in that industry kept their businesses going. Now, my question is, that industry has suffered so much in terms of perception, failed companies, Ponzi schemes, and all of that, all under the umbrella of network marketing. Why do you still believe, because I know that you do believe, that it is still the 21st century model of business?
Very good comment. And maybe just up front, straightforward, those things that people don't like about this industry, it doesn't faze me, because that's true for all industries. If you look at the motor vehicle industry, there are certain parts of that industry that I won't touch. There's certain parts of that industry which people talk very negative about. There's certain things that is going on in those industries that is not, you can't believe it. Let's talk about the pharmaceutical industry. There's a lot of things going on in that industry, isn't there? Especially in the last 2 years. There's many question marks about the big pharma and all sorts of things. So, and that's true for politics. It's true for, for any industry. So the fact that some people have got questions about our industry, it really doesn't faze me, because there's no industry in the world without critics. At the end, it's a case of, do we believe in the industries that we are participating in? I'm in the financial industry. In the financial industry, there have been the biggest fraud cases in the world. Like, there's never been fraud to that extent in network marketing. And yet people are boxing multi-level marketing, they're boxing network marketing. So for me, it's a bit of a non-issue.
Wow, fantastic. Very, very interesting way to bring that out. Literally, it's happening in every industry. So just like we experienced a lot of companies closing down during the lockdown, retail business going nosediving down, people losing jobs. So literally it's the same thing. So it's just about what exactly, which particular company you're with, I guess, and what products they offer and stuff like that. I know very well that, you are part of the Secret family. And I see that with all your years of experience in accounting, auditing, in corporate life, in IT and investments, you have chosen the Secret as your lifestyle investment for retirement. At least I know that much. So why is that? What makes them unique? Can you share with us what has made you take that decision? There's so many options out there. There's so many things out there that you can literally use to create those investments that will fund our lifestyle expenses. So why this?
Excellent question. And yes, for me, so many things came together. If you look at, lifestyle investments, like I said, for us, what's important for me and my wife and my children is finances. Yes, we need to create finances. Now, finances can be active income and passive income. If I want to retire from my corporate job, I need to replace my income because I've got a certain lifestyle at the moment that I need to fund. Now, I can fund it with active income. In other words, I can go and sell things, or I can fund it with passive income, meaning I can build a business. Now, if you look at why did I choose Secret, it's because of all the lifestyle investments I spoke about. Because we are investing in our health. My wife is a health coach, and health's very important to her. And I always say, I'll make the money and she can keep us healthy. but investment in health is big for us. So that's one of the reasons why I chose Secret, because Secret has got an amazing health product range, all the right boxes they tick. And the world is a lot more health conscious than 10, 20, and 30 years ago. So that was a big tick for me. Another lifestyle investment reason why I chose Secret was we are spending money on a lot of things. And we are monetizing that. One of my other mentors that's on the call as well always talk about how you can monetize your expenses. Remember, we spoke about lifestyle expenses. Yes. Now, I will admit, I do like luxury products. Now, to just buy luxury products, that can cost you. And you can maybe not afford it, so you're not going to do that to impress others. If you can have a business where you can get affordable luxury products because of being part of a business like our Secret model, if I can get a luxury product for a 2/3 or even half price, I really like that. So then I can use 2 luxury products for the price of 1. So for me, that was a no-brainer. Secret has got what they call affordable luxury in their personal care, hair care, and skincare product ranges. I just couldn't find better value for money. And that for me is important. If I look at the product ranges, there's simple products that men use. Now this one, I don't know if you can see, but it even says men on it. Yeah. That's just to remind men that skincare is for men. Now, I will be very honest with you. When I first came across this company and they said skincare, I thought facial care. In other words, what ladies put on their faces, including lipstick and eyeliner and things like that. So for me, that was skincare. But skincare is the skin from the head to the toe, because you've got skin on your knees, your elbows, your hands, everywhere. So skincare was redefined when I came into Secret, because they've got products for the whole skin. So now I don't only use like an aftershave, because that's skincare for men, but I also would wash my body, and I use a soap. I use this soap for something. I've got a shower gel. I've got hair products that I use. We use a salt and oil scrub. By the way, for the people who don't know our products, you must try this one out. These are also skincare products, because you will use the salt and oil scrub for your whole body. And then you would put a body butter on your whole body. Now, this is what they call skincare. So it's not facial care. So that for me was an eye-opener, and we love the products. We enjoy it together, me and my wife. And these products can be used at half price for luxury products. So now, instead of buying one of these luxury products, I can buy two, because I get it at almost half price if I become part of the Secret family. And this is the kind of thing that network marketing opens up. You can never buy a luxury product at half price anywhere. I think you would agree with me, Ziggy, that there's no luxury company that offer their luxury products at 50% discount for a special. They don't do that. Luxury products cost what it costs. But with our model, we get access to the products at much less product. If you look at the health range, which I mentioned, you're asking, why do I invest in Secret? If I look at the nutritional product ranges they've got, they've got things that I need in the corporate world. So we're talking tonight about, why do I do this? I work extremely long hours, and some of the guys in the call will relate to that, because I'm in IT and I look after investment systems. Sometimes 11 o'clock at night, midnight, 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm on a call with my IT guys because the system's end of days didn't work. So I've got long hours. When I get to bed, sometimes I'm so tired, I can't sleep properly. Now, a product like this booster makes you relax very quickly, and you can have a deep night of sleep, even if you're like really tired. If I use this product recovery, that helps me during the day to keep going. So there's products like that that helps us. Something that I didn't know was the greens product. My mom always told me you must eat your greens, and I never liked greens. And I vowed that when I buy my own groceries, I'm not going to buy those greens anymore. But it's good for you. So I decided, well, how else can I get this in my body? And this is like more than 20 of those good green, veggies that your mom told you about. And, this one comes in a capsule. Now that I can handle. So now I get the good stuff. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you know that, but greens gives you energy. I never related greens to energy. I thought it's just good for you. So this is part of our investment in our health. So that's very important. We've got shakes, we've got all sorts of things, energy drinks, etc. So I'm not going to go into all the products tonight, but the reason why I do use this for my retirement is naturally money, because I need to replace my income. And this is where this industry caught my attention a few years ago, but Secret is putting a cherry on the cake, because the income potential on this company is way more. And the reason why it's more is all the product lines I showed you. They also have a product that I love, and Ziggy will know, I love travel. Travel is like what I love. That's what I do, and that's what I love to do. So I'm just going to share a screen here for you to show you and sum up.
So just before you go into that, I know you're so excited about travel and all that. I have just one more thing I want to ask, so that I would now leave you to do all of that in one. So the first one, I really love what you've shared, and just explaining the investment in your health, and the skincare, and how skincare is not just facial care. So that's great information for us there. Now, what I want to say is that I'm just looking at myself. I mean, like I said, there are very many possibilities out there. I started off my own business I've been a businesswoman for over 20 something years. The last business that I was actively involved in, I ran for 14 years. And I know I started off with massive capital and had to, wait 4 or 5 years to break even, overhead costs and all of that. So why would someone move from the traditional way of doing business into this system of this business model? I mean, I have an MBA, so the analysis of the two, I want you to bring that out to our viewers, because sometimes, we struggle with these things and we don't really see the fine prints about why this is the 21st century business model and why we should plug in at any level that we can. So I want you to share that with us, and of course, share this amazing lifestyle of travel that I know is one of your biggest passions as well. And then let us see how that all ties into your retirement plan with Secret as well. So thank you so much. I'm going to hand over to you to do your thing at this point, and we will listen. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thanks, Ziggy. And yes, I put that picture on there because for me, it is what a lot of people strive for. And, for me, that is what lifestyle includes. Lifestyle includes the fact that you can go to a romantic island somewhere, and you can either go there for a vacation, or you can go and live there. And there's a difference. A lot of people cannot even afford to go to an island like this for a week vacation. They just don't have enough funds. And what I love about our industry and this specific model that we have with Secret, the financial model, is that we can help you to create a few $100s, which is what you're going to need to visit an island like this. But we're also going to show you a business model where you can create hundreds of thousands of dollars, where you can actually go and live on an island and you can potentially retire early. Retirement in the Secret world is not at all linked to age. That was new to me. In the corporate world, it's age. You work and work and work and work and work, and then you retire at a third of your income, and then you battle for the rest of the time, because that's just the way it is. What I found in network marketing is that there are people that retire in their 20s. There's people that retire in their 30s. There are people that are retiring in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. You can choose when. And that was amazing to me. And let me show you the difference between, how models work. So just to answer your question, Ziggy, I want people to just focus a little bit just on one screen. I'm not going to share anything else, but I want to show you the difference between creating monthly income and the different ways you can do it. Now, the top one says traditional investments, return on investment, ROI. It's fancy words we use in investments, but it basically means it's a return on investment, meaning capital. Now, if you look at the top line, it says your monthly income requirement. Let's say you want $1,800 a month to live from. Now, for the South African guys, that's about, what is that? 18,000, 25, let's say 30,000 Rand a month. So that's not a big lifestyle, but let's say that's your requirement. If you invest, if you don't have extra money and you want to build up an investment that can give you that per month, you need to save $5,000, bear with me, for 6 years every month to build up an investment of $432,000. Because if you get a 5% return on investment, $400,000 at 5% will give you 1,800 on the left. This is what people don't realize. Let's say you want to make $4,000 a month. Now that's about 60, 70,000 Rand per month. In South Africa, that's a good middle-class living. Now for 70,000 Rand a month, or for $4,000, if you don't have it and you are trying to save it up, you need to save up $1 million. If you save $5,000 per month for 12 years, you would have $1 million in your investment. Now, my question to everybody on the call tonight is, can you save $5,000 a month after all your expenses? I think the answer is no, because for me, it's definitely no. I earn a big income at the bank. I cannot save 70,000 Rand a month. Most people don't even earn 70,000 Rand a month or $5,000. So that is the next level. If you want to live a comfortable upper class life, more luxury, you probably need about 13,000 a month. In other words, 200,000 or whatever Rand per month. Now, again, if you don't have the investments, you're going to save for 26 years, $5,000 a month before you will have $3 million in your investments. So Ziggy, what I found in our industry is that, you know, in our industry, we've got an alternative business model to achieve the same income, but we do not need the same investments. Now, that was for me important because I just couldn't ever build up those investments in that column. For me, certain things in life, especially with finances, is impossible. Certain things are difficult, but some other things is impossible. So for me, I cannot save $3 million. Guys, in rands, that's like $50 million, 50 million rands. I cannot save that. For me, it's impossible. Maybe for you too. But with the alternative business model of Secret, which is what I call return on effort, because we're not going to need capital, we don't have to save $5,000 for so many years. Look on the left in the middle. The monthly income, I keep the same, $1,800, $4,000, $13,000. In Secret, it's going to take time, not money, saving money per month. It's going to take you 1 to 2 years to build what we call a silver level business. And that silver level business, the income that you will earn monthly from that on average is $1,800. The next level is probably going to take you 2 to 5 years, is to build a platinum business. But that will be the equivalent, and that's why I'm putting their business valuation. I'm not saying investment needed. I'm just saying it's the same as 1 million. Why? Because it will pay you $4,000 a month. That's what our platinums in our business earn. Now it becomes interesting because my eyes on the 13,000 a month, and I remember I told you it's impossible to save 3 million. In this business, in Secret, it can take me 3 to 10 years before I will build a diamond business. But that will pay me the $13,000 a month. And guys, these are just broad guidelines. In our business, you can build the top level in 2 years if you want. You know, it all depends. For me, you know, if I look at times, 3 to 10 years is like 30 years quicker than my 40 years in corporate. Ziggy, remember, I'm 40 years in corporate.
Absolutely.
And I'm not making this passive income.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, this middle block became doable. It's not going to be easy and you're just going to do it overnight, but that middle block for Dirk is doable. The top block for Dirk is impossible. So that's what I love about the business model in Secret, and the reason why it is so doable is because of the product combination. Remember, they've got personal care, hair care, skin care, health care, travel. They've got all these different things all in one business model, and all we need to do at the bottom, the activities, is share lifestyle items with others. I do not have to invest $5,000 a month. I don't have to, you know, follow all the investment guys that tells me what to do. I just need to share lifestyle items. So if lifestyle is important to you, health, money, freedom, if those things are important to you, you probably will flourish in this business because you need to share those things. The investment, is there an investment to join our business? Absolutely. But look at what is required. The once-off investment is as little as $400. And the biggest investment package we've got is $1,800, once off. Remember at the top, we talk about saving $5,000 per month. And you have to do that for 6, 12, or 26 years. Here, you invest a few $100s once off, and then you do your monthly shopping. Now, the monthly shopping can be as low as $100. It depends which of these lifestyle products are important to you. For us, I showed you some of the ones that's important to us, and I can assure you it's way more than $100. But I spent the same money previously at the grocery store. Now I'm just spending it from my own business. So for me, a lot of things came together with this alternative business model in the network marketing industry, but specifically in Secret. If you spend 1 to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, and 3 to 10 years, even in other networking companies, your income may not be that high, just because the product composition is not that wide. So for me, this just made it all possible, meaning that I can relate to some of this. Now, I just want to show you our business levels. There's many. I only chose silver, which is third from the left. Can you see the 1,800 there? That's why I showed you how much you need for 1,800. I showed you 4,000 for platinum. That's not even in the middle. And I showed you diamond for 13,000. And remember, there you already needed millions if you wanted to do it the traditional way. I didn't even go to the top levels. When you go to blue diamond, red diamond, crown royale, I mean, the equivalence of that is just too big for people to comprehend. So I didn't even go into those details. So just know all these levels is where you can fit in. It depends on your lifestyle requirements. And the lifestyle requirements will change pending the people you associate with. So I'm now associating with rubies already. I'm not associating only with silvers and platinums. And rubies is way more than that middle one. So for me, if I start looking at my retirement income, Ziggy, that I need to replace when I retire from my bank, then it's on the board and it becomes doable. So guys, for me, yeah, there's not many models that can catch up with this because the investment is low. The upside is fairly unlimited. And I don't mind spending time and money on my own affordable luxury business products. I always wanted a luxury business one day, luxury item business. I never could afford it. Now I'm actually a luxury business owner.
Wow. That is absolutely amazing. I just want to mention that if you have questions for us this evening, kindly post it on the chat box. We're going to take your questions as he goes along. And Dirk, thank you so much for sharing this analysis. This is something that most of us don't do. Fortunately, you have an accounting and auditing background that has enabled you to actually analyze this business model in this simple way and actually brings out the power of this business model. So I just want to ask you another question on the power of leverage. Now, I saw in the small box you put there activities, and you said share lifestyle benefits, which means you're going to be sharing with human beings, obviously, because it's people that will be sharing that with, right? And so, yeah, exactly, share lifestyle items with others. So I see the picture, it shows people and all. Can you tell us a little bit more about the power of that? If I start off with, let's say I even take the highest investment there of 1,800. I mean, that is a huge savings for me compared to the $500,000 I used to start off my own traditional business. So I go for that 1.8. I do my monthly shopping of maybe $100 plus for me and my family. How does this now turn to give me this income you talk about in relation to the sharing with others? What's I want you to talk about the power of leverage and the power of people there. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, again, this part of leverage for me was quite normal because in the financial industry where I work, there's the concept of leveraging. So if you look at something like financial advisors in South Africa, there's a concept where the financial advisors can work for a financial company and they can sell policies and investments, and then they will make money for every investment they sell. And then that is, they can only sell so many, they only have so many hours, so many clients, and that would be their limit. But in the financial industry, there's a concept where a financial advisor can buy a franchise from the investment company. And then when they own that franchise, they can employ financial advisors to sell more investment products and more policies. And then this franchise owner get a portion of all their sales. So that is what I found in network marketing. Because if you have your own secret business and you share it with people, you're going to share it with people that some of them will only want to be customers, and that'll be fine. You will get that same income. It's like the financial advisor selling their own policies. But then you're going to get people that will see this business model. They will say, but Dirk, you are working in the corporate world. Why are you doing this? Is this your side hustle? And then I would say, no, it's not my side hustle. It's my replacement vehicle for my hectic corporate life, because I'm going to replace my income with this. And then I can't do it with my own sales. Just like my example, I would rather build a business unit where more business owners link to me, and then the total sales that will come out of the whole business, we all get a portion of that. So for me, that is normal leveraging they do in the financial world. You probably have come across companies that will say, if you refer us, we'll pay you a fee. I know in South Africa, I still get it from Uber. You know, Uber says if you refer the app to a friend, they'll give you $20 or 20 Rand for free. That is the same concept. It's called referral marketing. And the referral marketing can be structured in different ways. And secret model is really powerful for this, because you can get a portion of the whole group, but you're not getting a portion of what they get. You get overriding commission on the total, because that's how it works with financial models as well. The guy with the franchise, he gets a portion of what the other guys get, but they get their full commission first. The company just add it all up because there's levels of profits, and then they share it like that. So for me, this was very powerful, because you can't make the big income by just trying to sell enough lifestyle products. You wouldn't have enough time for that.
Wow. I mean, you know, ignorance is a problem, you know. There's so many things we don't know, and that is the power of learning, constant learning, and just unlearning and relearning. What you have done this evening, just actually explaining this industry, is, as you know, showing how it works the same in a different way from even the financial industry and the existing insurance and, you know, everything. It's just incredible. Like, you know, like financial advisors, as you spoke, I saw that the same thing applies to insurance companies. And I have an insurance broker that takes care of all my insurance. And he's always asking me, oh, Ziggy, if you have other friends who have relocated into Cape Town from the US or Nigeria or wherever, or the American school where my kids school, I should please refer them to him. Same thing. Yes. Same thing. So it's very, very interesting why people have cold feet about this and can't even see the big picture. So the difference is that you get to benefit off of everyone's activity and not just your own activity. And that's what makes Correct. This passive income possible, right?
Yeah, and what I love the most is you get overriding commission on the results of the people in your secret business that you help to succeed. So if I get a portion of, let's say, Ziggy, you are linked in my business, and then I don't help you, then I get a portion of what you get. And if I don't help you and nobody helps you, you may earn nothing. And then I'm gonna get a portion of nothing. So we've got a vested interest in the people that link with us. Because if I can help Ziggy to make $2,000 a month, I will get a portion of that, not your 2,000 on top of. So I love the networking model because we've got a vested interest in our business associates under us. And the more we help each other, the more successful the group gets, and then the more overriding the whole group gets. Again, same concept as in the financial industry.
Oh, fantastic. So it eliminates the negative competition of trying to push out your someone next to you and get the promotion and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So if it is done right, the way the model has been put together, wow, this is really, really amazing. Once again, like I said, if you have questions, please type it on the chat box. We are getting incredible information today from our host, our guest speaker, Mr. Dirk. Just opening up our eyes to a different way of looking at the model, and also seeing why he chose to make Secret his own retirement plan after 40 solid years in the corporate world. So just to carry on before we see if any other questions come on, I know you had shared some of the Secret products. I just want to know from a curiosity point of view, what would you say is your is your most favorite product? I know we have the skincare, we have the health, we have the travel, all under one umbrella. I mean, literally, that's almost everything you need for lifestyle, if I'm not mistaken, literally under one umbrella. That is quite interesting. So yeah, what would you say would be your most favorite product in the collection that Secret has? Yes.
I think for me, it's a combination of a few products. And that's basically what I can pack when I go on a trip, because the trip's part of it. But in my bathroom bag, I can pack some of my products. So a product that we really love, especially if we go away, but also at home, is the Salt and Oil Scrub. It is just something that makes you feel on a different luxury level. I don't know how to explain it otherwise. If you just wash your body with soap and you try the Salt and Oil Scrub once, there's oil in there, you will have a very smooth body. It will feel like, I don't know, velvet. Is that the right word? It is
velvet
really making you feel luxurious. And wow. I really love that.
Fantastic. So thank you so much. And viewers on the call, I mean, we've listened to Dirk, a very powerful presentation this evening on our lifestyle investments. It's helped us to see literally how we can have this lifestyle investment that can literally help us take care of our lifestyle expenses going forward. How this model it's the business of the 21st century and compared with the traditional industry that we're all used to, and how it is not bothered by age. I love that part of it. People can retire at 21, retire at 36. Where do you hear that? So just having that possibility to retire when you want, following that model, is just absolutely incredible. And I'm also seeing from what you've shown us here that this can literally be a massive cash cow to fund your own anything that you have passion for. Because if you're able to, in 3 to 10 years, build a business that gives you $13,600 a month, there's no way you will not be able to make savings from there and also pursue a dream that you have. So there's just so much tied into this analysis in front of me that I'm looking at. I would love to, chew more on it. It's just absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to check if anyone has any other questions. I have asked him the questions that I have for him. If we don't have any other questions for this evening's episode, yeah, Dirk, let's hear from you.
Yeah, so maybe just a closing comment from me, and that is related to what you said about industries changing. You know what I love the most about Secret? There's a lot of networking companies as well, but what Secret brings to the table for me in South Africa is an international global business that pay in US dollars. For us in South Africa, that is huge, because in South Africa, I can only make money in South African rands, and South African rands is not a powerful currency. My friends in Zimbabwe, we know their challenges. My friends all over Africa, we don't have the buying power like the US dollar have. And now, if I can earn $13,000 a month, That's a lot of rands. And what I love about Secret is that their business model is one network in the whole world. I want people to understand that that is not the industry norm. A network marketing industry is mostly regional, territorial, and even country. And if you want to earn an income in another country, you must start a new network again. So if I, for instance, build a business now in South Africa and I decide to go and retire in America, then I need to start another network in America, in most networks, from scratch. Secret is one network, left and the right side, in the whole world. So I can refer people currently in more than 70 countries, and they will immediately become part of my business, and I can get an overriding commission if I help them to be successful. So the model is a global model. It's an online model. And that means, you know, we just save a lot of traditional money to go and set up businesses all over the world. Your one business license gives you the right to market these products in 70 countries. So just a closing comment from me, Ziggy, if people ask me, what do I do for a living? I don't say to them, I'm an IT manager. And I want people on the call to think about what I'm saying now. If people ask you, what do you do for a living? You can say what I say. My answer is, I'm an international businessman.
Wow.
And during normal working hours, I work at the bank. People never ask me more about the bank.
Yes.
They say, what do you mean you're an international businessman? It's what I am when I'm a secret agent. So let's say you are a secretary. If somebody asks you what you do, you don't have to say you're a secretary. You can say I'm an international businesswoman, and during the day, I work as a secretary.
Wow.
You will get very different answers to the next question.
This is powerful. I'm definitely taking that. I'm taking that right away. This is so, so powerful. I know this was your closing comment, and I don't want to take anything away from it, but I saw something just now. This slide is just catching me like this, and I saw the second picture here that shows a laptop, a phone, and then a trolley. What's the concept here? What is it trying to tell us here? If you just want to throw more light on that as well.
Absolutely, and that is the importance of looking at detail.
Yes.
This business, with all the products that we buy, is just shopping. It is what it is. We just shop online. That's why the trolley there is very small and it's on a laptop, because we order our products online, but it's still shopping. It's still products that will be in boxes like that. It will just be delivered to my house. So for me, it is such an awesome concept that I can make income from shopping, because that's effectively what it is. It's just not your normal shopping. This is affordable luxury product shopping.
And that monetizes for you as well. And that also means that you, the business owner, you don't literally stock these products yourself. You don't need to stock the products yourself. It's all in there for you. This is absolutely amazing. So viewers, you have heard Derek. Absolutely incredible evening we've had with him. So much information, valuable information for us to use going forward, to pay attention to our lifestyle investments as well. I want to thank you so much for being on tonight's call and pouring out for us. And we truly, truly appreciate you. And from now on, I'm going to tell everyone I'm an international businesswoman. Definitely. Thank you very much. And I wish you all an amazing evening. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.